Brian Anderson here, joined by the Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Coach Stan Van Gundy. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well. And so off the tip, it'll be the Heat. Pass to Adebayo. Here's Hero. Adebayo sets a screen. Hero, no good. And the Heat's Eric Spoelstra, now the longest tenured head coach in the NBA stand.
His 18th season in this role, been with the Heat over 30 years, having gotten his start in Miami as a video coordinator, and this run is the third longest all time after Jerry Sloan and Greg Popovich.
Here's Mitchell, following the three by Boston. Here's Adebayo. Can't hit from the elbow. And Boston pushing it up now. Here's Tatum. White for three. And again, Boston with the triple.
Look, shooting off the catch is something White's become really good at.
And the call will be against Derek White. That's his first foul of the game. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Nails it from three.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back and forth moments.
Outside Pritchard. 6 to shoot. Over Mitchell. Pritchard, no good.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
The shake. Hero with the bucket. Hero's got 5 now.
Well, Hero is extremely versatile. He can score from any spot on the floor.
The ball's knocked loose. And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla.
Coach brought up the challenges that Bam Adebayo poses on both ends. He told me offensively, Bam doesn't force much. He gets his points within the flow of the offense. He's a great finisher and facilitator. And defensively, he can guard anybody. He might be the most versatile defender in the league. EA, back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that. Now here's Ware. Wiggins outside. And the Heat, another three.
This demonstrates assertiveness. You know Wiggins is feeling it when he's rising and firing like this.
Tatum with a screen. Pritchard with it. Guarded by Adebayo. Again, the miss by Boston. And so Hero will bring it up for Miami. Wiggins outside. Adebayo. Offensively, he's been a force. He's putting up around 19 points a game.
Well, that's his comfort zone. That's where he lives. Adebayo's so strong in the paint.
Now here's Pritchard. No points yet. White for three. Gets the three ball to go.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Pass to Ware. Here's Hero. He's guarded by White. Hero, no good. Boston trailing. Out of bounds. It'll be Miami's ball.
Well, that's an unforced error. If you want to drive your coach crazy, that's the way to do it.
Now Adebayo. Pass to Hero. Miami moving it around. Ware with it. Fades back. And Pritchard pulls it down.
Well, the defense was giving him that one, but he made the shot more difficult than it needed to be. You got to play smart.
And it looks like we've got an injury on the floor. Very unfortunate as always, guys. Don't like to see this.
And you guys know that this is something every player worries about. no matter your age or your ability.
Yeah, teams do everything they can to protect against it, but at this point, all you can do is hope he's not gone for too long.
Substitution on the court.
Pass to Brown. Tipped. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Drops in the three.
Well, the defense was a little soft. He felt free to take that shot.
Pass to Pritchard. Now here's Brown. Going inside. Got it.
Well, that's excellent initiative by Brown. Seeing a lane open up and attacking.
Stan, one thing about Jaylen Brown, he seems so composed out there.
Yeah, B.A., he's very calm. Doesn't waste energy. You love a player who's this focused and calculated.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
With the floater. Pritchard, no good.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Pass to Jovic. Hero on the wing. Here's Jovic. 5 to shoot. Tries it from the top of the key. Boston pulls it in. Right side Pritchard. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's on Tyler Hero.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
There's no question. Peyton Pritchard has one of the best value contracts in the league.
Sure does, B.A. He's on a 4-year, $30 million deal, signed back in 2023. He's a tireless worker, a talented scorer, playmaker, and, of course, outside shooter.
Here's White. Sinks another one. He's on a roll, starting 4 for 4.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
Now here's Hero. He's got 5. Good. Third basket in 6 attempts.
Soft touch on the teardrop. Hero is such an unpredictable player on offense.
Hauser outside. The layup off target.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
Jaquez. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And now a 3-point Heat lead.
Well, he's so smart. Jaquez Jr. has an impressive basketball IQ for his age. Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Miami, timeout.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Miami Heat. Outside Adebayo. Pass to Mitchell. Here's Powell. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown.
Good D. Got in his space and disrupted his rhythm.
Hauser outside. Pass to Pritchard. Lots of room. Adebayo grabs the board.
He's got to take a back seat right now. When you're ice cold, you can't just keep gunning.
Now Mitchell. Here's Powell. No points so far. Here's Jovic. No good that time either. To the inside. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Hard to stop a powerful guy like Vucevic cold. He gets through the foul and gets it to go.
Well, Stan, Joe Mazzulla is a young head coach taking over on the Celtics bench in 2022.
Well, B.A., he's got a rare intensity about him. Certainly not afraid to think outside the box, and obviously the results speak for themselves.
Boston on D. They set a pick. 6 on the shot clock. Launches it from deep. Boston with a rebound.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
Yeah, it's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot. He's looking very confident so far. The defense is going to have to account for him.
Outside Pritchard. Hauser outside. Here's the three. Yakichonis grabs the board. The Heat with the lead. Miami moving it around. Vucevic with the steal. Here's Hauser. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Itaquez on the wing. Pass to Yakichonis. Now here's Adebayo. Covered by Vucevic. Fires, high post. Adebayo, no good. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Bam Adebayo is big time. Coach Eric Spoelstra said, quote, "The way he's worked over the years to add to his game has been incredible. He's one of the best passers on the team, and he's not afraid to take the shot in a big moment. He cares deeply about improving, and you see it in the results of his work." Guys, back to you.
High praise. Allie, thank you. Already 7 lead changes. These teams are really going after each other.
It's been a brutal game to play, but a fun one to watch.
Here's Brown. Pass to Gonzalez. Up top, Brown. A steady force on their offense. Recording around 14.5 a game.
Timeout.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. So it's Miami now. Pass to Adebayo. Shoots over Vucevic. And again, no good by Miami. Boston trailing. Now White. Here's Walsh. Off target from 3-point range. Outside Adebayo. Back to Wiggins. Here's Jovic. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And still a close game.
Miami, 21.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats. For the Heat.
Well, their defense has been really impressive, especially the number of blocks they've managed to get. It's not easy to keep denying guys at the rim.
And I've also really liked how aggressive they've been in the open floor. I mean, when they see a chance to push it, they go for it. He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Now here's White. He takes it in. Pass to Gonzalez. There's the triple. And again, Boston with the triple. Well, Grant, when you watch an NBA game today, do you wish you played in this era?
Oh, no doubt. It's a lot more open, and there's a greater emphasis on skill and player health. Oh, and by the way, those checks aren't too bad either.
Well, that's what Pal's out there to do. Pressure the defense and force mistakes.
Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. All right, let's turn our attention to the sidelines for the latest on Jason Tatum. Allie, what's his status?
Thanks, guys. I got a status report from the Celtics head athletic trainer. They told me it's a collapsed lung, a serious situation, and we're all hoping that he's okay.
We should not expect to see him back on the floor anytime soon. Unfortunately, it's not the news they were hoping for, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks for the intel. Unfortunately, that's not the news fans were hoping for.
Definitely not. Seems like he's got a long, tough road ahead of him.
That's just awful news. You really feel for the guy, and you know everyone in the NBA family is wishing him a speedy recovery.
First team foul.
And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Boston.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
And count it. The shot is good, and he'll go to the line.
Well, look, Hero is a tough competitor. He doesn't back away from getting hit while shooting the ball.
And for Tyler Hero, people immediately think of the shooting, but there's much more to his game, Coach.
Yeah, B.A., look, he's much improved as a playmaker. As a rookie, he only averaged about 2 assists. But last year, I think he was over 5, and he gives a consistent effort at the defensive end of the floor.
Adebayo. No good that time. Celtics lead by 6. Chalk up 2 there. Gonzalez has got 7 points in the game.
And taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
Yeah, they've done a better job executing offensively, moving the ball and creating high percentage looks.
That one drops for him.
Well, this team relies on Hero's offensive production, and tonight he has delivered.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. And here's White. He's got 17. The three. Gonzalez misses. Heat trail by 6. Powell outside. From the arc. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Powell.
That's a careless pass and a wasted possession. That's just unnecessary.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. From 17, that one's wide left. And here's Miami. Wiggins outside. Miami moving it around. Here's Hero. Finds the net with the inside leaner. Hero's got 14.
Well, you see the flashy handles from Hero. He's not afraid to take chances on offense.
Pass to Keita. Now Brown. Shot clock at 6. Here's Hauser. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Hauser's got his second bucket.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Hero outside. Fires for 3. Ooh, he's found his rhythm. 7 for 10 and counting.
Well, if they can come back and take the lead, this will be because he's carrying it. This quarter's been all about him and his offense.
Now here's Brown. Powell with a steal. Here they come with numbers in transition. Pass to Yakachonis. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Good whistle there.
Miami shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game. And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, BA. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028.
The 3 is up. Rebound Miami.
Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
And Boston pushing it up now. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Grant, the thing about Jaylen Brown, he doesn't need a lot of space to get his shot off.
You know, BA, he has a quick release and rises high on his jumper. Has a great up fake and can stop on a dime. Usually all the space he needs to find his shot.
The Heat making a switch here. Good on the second one.
There are so many different roles Jaylen Brown can take on for his team.
Pass to Hero. Where the screen. And he lobs it up top. And he can't get that one.
That could have been an easy pass and finish. Not really sure what went wrong.
Yeah, that just comes down to the timing being off between those two guys.
Energy and activity. That is how Brown earns fouls like that. He wasn't quite as assertive as he needed to be in the first quarter, but now he's taking a more head-on approach and getting himself to the line.
Pass to Wiggins. Here's Larson. 5 on the clock. On the wing, Mitchell. Hero for 3. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown. Celtics lead by 4.
First personal foul. 4th team foul. Substitutions.
Now here's White. He's got 17. Pass to Hauser. Here's Gonzalez. For 3. Hauser can't get it to go. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Inside. And he slams it in one-handed.
Well, in the pick and roll set, you expect Hero to take a shot. So when he hands it off, no one is ready.
And there's a pick. Here's Pritchard. It's good from about 19 feet. And the Celtics lead by 4.
Whew. They're not making it easy on themselves. Tough shot.
The 3 from Mitchell. Boston pulls it in. Next game against the Bulls at United Center. That's the first of a 3-game trip out on the road for them. Nice ball movement by Boston. Pass to Gonzalez. The rebound by Ware. Heat trail by 4. This one for 3. Buries it from 3.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Pritchard surviving the D. Fires from deep. The shot won't fall.
And just unable to get anything going tonight. I mean, his teammates have really bailed him out.
Miami shooting their 6th and 7th free throw shots in the game. And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Teams making some changes here. Ties it up, and his next one could give him the lead. And that one drops, so now they lead by 1. Here's Pritchard. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13 and a half a game. Left side, Brown. Here's Keita. The rebound by Ware.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Fades. Jaylen Brown with a rebound. And so Brown will bring it up for the Celtics. And he makes it. Kid has gotten his first points in this one.
He's really become a better all-around player. Brown's passing continues to evolve. Nice find.
Ware with it. Pritchard picks him up. Back to Hero. Clock at 6. Puts up a 3. Can't get it to go. He's 7 for 12. White for 3. And it's Miami with a rebound. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Well, a bit of youth movement for the Miami Heat. Their rising star guard, Tyler Hero, said, "We've got a bunch of young guys who can come in and put in the work, and that's what I'm all about." This is an organization that values that, and it's important that we all have the same vision as the young guys start to grow up. Back to you.
Okay, thanks for the report, Allie. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Hero for 3. That doesn't go either for Hero. Celtics lead by 4.
Well, look, if you're trying to slow down White, you first have to match his activity level.
These are his first free throws of the game. And the first one at the line is good. That one's no good. So it's Miami now. Pass to Mitchell. Outside Adebayo. He shoots. Misses the jumper.
You can hear him sputtering all the way over here. He knows he should have knocked that one down.
Nice ball movement by Boston. Back to Brown. From behind the arc. Adebayo grabs the board.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Knocks down the long J.
Well, there's the versatility Bam brings to the table. Defending, scoring in the post, facilitating. He's a complete package.
Up top, Brown. Boston again missing. Pass to Powell. Over White. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Derek White getting it done for Boston. He's been effective on offense, racking up 21 points so far in this contest. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Now here's Pritchard. Pass to Vucevic.
Miami foul. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Three-pointer, Pritchard. Powell pulls it in. Miami trailing. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, BA. Not sure what got into him.
First team foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Number 88.
Pass to Wiggins. Outside Adebayo. Got it. Bam!
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
You know, most people don't know that Bam isn't Adebayo's real first name.
No, B.A., it's actually Idris. When he was young, he was watching cartoons and flipped the coffee table over. After that, his mother started calling him Bam Bam, and it stuck. We've seen an uptick in volume from White at the arc. He's more confident than ever from that range.
Adebayo's double. Where? That's good.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
Pass to Hauser. Outside, Brown. Wing shot on the way. No good there.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert, but that time he just couldn't get it done.
On the wing, Mitchell. Shot clock at 6. Here's Adebayo. And that misses. That would have put him up.
I think he got the shot he wanted inside, but somewhere on the play, he just lost focus.
Hauser. The three-pointer off the mark.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Now here's White. He's got 24.
You know, Derek White is what you call a combo guard. He can play on or off the ball. There we saw his passing ability.
Here's Mitchell. Pass to Ware. And they double up Adebayo. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry for the tie. And it's Mitchell. The miss. Celtics lead by 3. Now here's Pritchard. Back to Brown. Pass to Pritchard. Down low. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Got a piece of it. And pushing it up. Here's Miami. White with the steal. Hauser outside. Launches it. It's hauled in by the Heat. And here's Hero. Defended by Pritchard. The kick out to Wiggins. Brown with the steal. Stolen by Hero. Oh, they get a hand on it. There's the three. Pure from three-point range. Ware's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He's got a sweet stroke from long range. Plenty of bigs do now.
Here's Brown. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense on.
And Adebayo isn't merely a low-post threat. He can also hurt you with his jumper.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Boston trailing. Brown with it. 6 points for him. Here's Hauser. And it falls all over the rim and in. Hauser's got his third basket of the night.
Well, Brown is always looking to score, but he's far from a selfish player, and he will move the ball, too.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that obvious.
Now here's Pritchard. Pass to Hauser. From outside the arc. Yakichonis grabs the board.
He made a three back in the first half, but that's it. We'll see if he can find his stroke.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like they left their defense in the locker room when they came back out.
Here's Brown. Pass to Pritchard. The three ball. The rebound by Wiggins.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
Pass break. Here come the Celtics. Here's Vucevic. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Vucevic has got his second basket of the night.
Well, you love the energy from Vucevic there. Exceptional job getting down the floor on the break.
Pass to Yakichonis. Three-pointer. Oh, Bam follows the miss and stuffs it in.
He's a new man this half, playing with much better intensity and getting results.
Here's Brown. Jaquez grabs the board. Heat leading by 3. Wiggins outside. And Wiggins knocks down the 3.
Yeah, from the perimeter, Wiggins can be very, very efficient. You just can't allow him to find those looks.
Left side, Brown. Adebayo grabs the board.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Jonas. 7 points in the game. For three, Powell. Boston pulls it in.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
White, good.
Yeah, we've seen White's confidence as a scorer grow over time, which is why he stays aggressive when he catches fire.
Here's Gonzalez. He has 7. Pass to Wiggins. Here's Jonas. Blocked!
On defense, how valuable is White? He's a guard who can protect the rim.
Just 3 to shoot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Pass to Vucevic. Nice ball movement by Boston. Out to the wing. 6 to shoot. Lets the 3 fly. And no good. Heat leading by 4. Knocked loose. White with the steal. Pass to Gonzalez. From deep. Knocks it down from distance. Gonzalez has got 10.
Defensively, got to close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
Powell for 3. Boston pulls it in.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Sinks it from distance. Adebayo's got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, he was scuffling with this shot in the first half, but since the break, he's been putting it all together.
Man, the defender really went after him.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Heat.
Well, I've been a little surprised by how many mid-range jump shots they're taking and hitting. But so far, that seems to be the recipe that's working for them.
And we can't forget about how ferocious they've been cutting to the rim. Just going right at defenders and finding ways to finish. He hasn't hit a single shot yet, but somehow as a team, they're getting it done.
Heat leading by 3. Powell for 3. The shot misses. Here's Shireman. Yet to see a basket. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal foul.
It's going to go on Jaime Jaquez. And he knocks down the first one. And so he hits both. 1:33 left in the third quarter. Pass to Larson. Now Ware. Covered by Vucevic. And here's Hero. Takes the 3. Shireman grabs a board. Now White. 26 points for him. Here's Walsh. Here's Gonzalez. Just 5 to shoot. Here's White. And he misses the go-ahead basket. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Heat. They lead by 1. Jonas, this shot is good.
Assisted.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Now here's White. Very solid offensive production, averaging 18 points a game. Again, the miss by the Celtics. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Hero. The floater. And he takes it up and lays it in. Hero's got 19 points. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Ooh, here's White on the drive. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
Well,
and it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Heat leading by 3. Here's Yakichonis. There, the screen. Boston pulls it in. White looking it over to tie it up. He can't get that one to fall.
yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
And the call will be against Derek White. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
First team foul. Now into the lineup.
Hero outside.
Number 11.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Garza grabs the board. Celtics trail by 3. Pass to Shireman. Uses the glass on the layup.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
Here's Larson. Here's Hero. Gonzalez pulls it in. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. To take the lead. Right wing. Here's Shireman. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy. Shireman's got 4 points in the quarter. Oh, this one has turned into an absolute nail-biter.
Yeah, at this point, you almost expect it to come down to the last possession. Wow, he doesn't make those kind of plays too often. Sweet move inside.
Outside Pritchard. To the middle. Here's Garza. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Well, with him, he's dangerous because he's so confident. He wants to deliver in these moments.
To the paint. And Gonzalez gets it to go. And now a 3-point Celtic lead.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Both teams deciding to change it up. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Eric Spoelstra said to the team. Coach had a clear message for his team. He said, quote, let's finish the job out there. It's ours for the taking if we can just get it done. So it sounds like he's hoping they can close out this game strong, guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Outside Mitchell. Here's Jaquez. Again, the Heat misses. Celtics lead by 3. Inside. Bowser outside. From downtown. Sinks the tray.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
Hero outside. Pass to Mitchell. To halt the run. And it's good on the lay-in.
Assist goes to
Nice read. Sets his teammate up. You like how they're sharing the ball.
Brown inside. Three-pointer Pritchard. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Over to the left wing. Hero looking around. On the wing, Mitchell. Beyond the arc. Boston pulls it in.
Well, he hit a couple of threes in the first half, but none since then.
And White gets right to the 10.
Well, you know, White is quietly one of the league's most effective finishers on the drive.
Outside Jaquez. Pass to Ware. Here's Hero. He's guarded by White. Hero with the bucket. Hero's got 21.
You got to do more than that to stop Hero. He's superb at staying under control.
Now here's White. To the inside. Pass to Hauser. And the Celtics another three.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Here's Larson. Now here's Hero. He's guarded by White. They double him with Brown. Hero for three. Connects from downtown. Hero's got 5 points in the quarter.
His first three of the half. That gives him 9 total points from beyond the arc so far.
Pass to Keita. And here's Hauser. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Hauser's got 11 in the second half. Hero outside. Now Jaquez. Now here's Mitchell. Pass to Larson. Miami moving it around. Here's Hero. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Well, he brings the heat. Hero giving the people what they came to see.
White for three. And it's Miami with a rebound.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Boston leading by 8. And here's Brown. Pass to White. Just 5 on the clock. Over Mitchell. He squares up and sinks it. White's got 32 points.
Hey, sometimes it's your night. White's number keeps getting called, and he keeps coming through.
Adebayo in the post. That one is off. Now here's Brown. Pass to White. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
I don't love fouling White there. He can really hurt you at the line.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Boston.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And you have to talk about the passing, too. I mean, the ball has been zipping around on the offense, and they've kept the extra pass mentality the whole way.
White can't hit.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for Boston. 7-point differential. To the middle. Oh, deflected. And the power finish by Vucevic.
Can't be too surprised by this. Vucevic got the room, and he went to work.
Down low. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. Hero outside. 6 on the shot clock. Wiggins outside. Hero! Great timing on the tip.
Well, I love the way Hero was able to work his way to that rebound and make a score out of nothing.
White with it. Outside Brown. Oh, the shot is off.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he couldn't.
Here's Wiggins. Outside Adebayo. Powell. And he nails it.
Well, this is why they turn to Powell in these moments. They trust in him to deliver.
White with it. Guarded now by Mitchell. Fires the three. Cleared away by Hero. Heat trailed by 4. Wiggins! Up again! Just in time with the putback.
Wow! Adebayo showing some leadership there in a big moment.
Brown. Ooh, Brown inside! Hey, he's more than just a shooter.
Well, Brown sees himself as a leader on this team, and he can come up with big points when they need him to.
Adebayo outside. Ooh, the shot misses. Celtics lead by 4. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. Now Pritchard. Here's the pass to Brown. Powell with a steal. Outside Wiggins. Hero outside. Mitchell outside. Shot clock at 6. Wiggins. Oh, he missed the jumper. And now they decide to foul intentionally. They've led by as much as 10. Outside Pritchard. Here's the pass to Brown. And Jaylen Brown gets a whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. All right, guys, what's your take?
The biggest thing here is to avoid a silly foul. Even if they concede a bucket, they'll still be in control of the outcome.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clock. Adebayo sets a screen. Hero fires! And he grabs the board and finishes it off.
Yeah, with the game on the line. Adebayo wants the ball, and he delivers.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
Oh, the first of two, no good. A heartbreaker. And he does get the second one. And that makes it a 3-point lead. Here's Hero.
And looking to even the score with a huge three.
Absolutely need a three here.
And they go to the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
To tie it up. The three is off.
Great job securing the rebound. He had to work for that.
And so it's Boston who scraped by with the win. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it.
And so many times we see these close games won by the home team.
And that'll do it, folks.